before we get into my Fox News performance, I'm going to need y'all to understand what the trick is. This is the trick of the devil. First of all, share this with y'all friends and family. If y'all haven't sent this to a friend, if y'all haven't sent this to Gam Gam, this is the perfect opportunity to do so, because I'm going to break it down for y'all really easily. I'm really going to tell you what the trick is prior to tonight. All right. Wednesdays, I don't usually do anything, but I might stream tonight because I got to get this out. I got to help y'all to understand and educate the people how they're finessing y'all. Okay. I'm going to show you why Kamala Harris, in this segment alone, listen, if you have not sent this to your family and friends, to your grandmother, your grandfather, this is live. This is the segment that you want to send them on, because this is the segment that we about to cook. This is the segment that you want to send them on, because this is the segment that we about to cook. I'm going to educate you right now. Before we go into my appearance on Fox News, I'm going to educate you. This is why you have to. If you're trying to convince your people to start thinking policy over politics, policy over politics, identity politics, this is the segment that you want to share with all of your friends and family on Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, all of that. Share it right now. And I'm going to break it down for you. How they are finessing you. White women, white men that are simping for white women that are following black women that are simping for Kamala Harris. I am going to educate you right now. All right? So without further ado, let's go into it. So Kamala Harris held a rally in Georgia with Andre Dickens, who just so happened to be one of the people, along with Fonnie Willis, you know, the one that was busting it down for a real one at the taxpayer's expense in order to prosecute Trump. Yeah, those people who welcomed her with open arms, and they had a whole parade for it. And I was saying to myself, well, why would they then have an entire celebration? I mean, it wasn't even a rally. It was a celebration of Kamala Harris. Well, why would they do that? Well, according to White House documents and logs, before Trump, they came out and tried to correct it and say, well, technically they didn't necessarily meet with Kamala Harris. I don't believe it. Before charges was ever filed against Trump, and we have no idea how it is that they went about executing this meeting and what they talked about. But for some reason, Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens and Fonnie Willis, who just so happened to be the district attorney for Fulton County down there in Georgia, just so happened to make their way up to the White House to go and visit Vice President Kamala Harris. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This is a fact. This is not my opinion. This is public information. Anybody can go and look it up. It was actually first discovered by the prosecutors over at the Trump case when they first started to try to oust Fonnie Willis from being a part of the prosecution attorney on that case over there in Fulton County. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. Get out your emotions and let's have a conversation. I said I got to do this live stream today. I don't care how out my voice is. I got to give y'all the information so that y'all can make an informed decision for yourself. It's a fact. Fact check me. So then you look at this celebration right here where Andre Dickens is saying that he's honored. I'm honored to bring up Kamala Harris. If on code was a thing, this is the very definition of it. This is what the picture would look like inside of a description of what on code looks like. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You throw some charges on Trump, I'll make sure that I put a position for you in the cabinet. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if by some miracle that black people decided that they didn't want to continue to be educated and walk away from the Democratic plantation, that there is a position for Andre Dickens for life in the Kamala Harris cabinet and administration in the future. Look, see, even Sean Drake, even the simp of the chat said this is not news. Elected officials just so happened to be right before they filed charges in Fulton County on Trump to the tune of 91 different charges, and then you don't want to say that this is election interference? This is the very definition of election interference. The very definition of election interference. I know, Jacquel. We're going to cover that later on today. We got so much to cover. We got so many fish to fry. Brandon Johnson, you a lucky one. Shane Tao, you a lucky one. Eric Adams, we ain't got time for you this week. We focusing on frying people and giving them the information so that they can start to make informed decisions. This was a secret meeting in the White House. So now he's welcoming her with open arms.
And to welcome our Vice President, Kamala Harris.
And then they over there dancing. They giving them trinkets. Look, this whole news conference, they giving them trinkets. You got all of these leaders. You got the church showing up. The church. How disrespectful for church leaders to try to influence people on how it is that they're supposed to vote instead of giving them the word of God. Elected leaders, simps, and I was just completely appalled when I seen this. Let me show you what I seen that just completely blew me away, y'all. This was crazy. Give me a second. Y'all covering the kids' ears on this one? I know that they still out of school. Y'all covering the kids' ears on this one? I'm going to give you 15 seconds to get it together while I gather my voice. Look at the white woman right there with the bluish, greenish phone by her lower right leg or her lower left leg, our right. Look at the white woman right there all the way down by her lower left leg, our right, her left. When they can't give you policy, they give you pussy. When they can't give you policy, they give you pussy. They give you distractions. They don't talk about issues related to how it is that you're supposed to be better. They throw you concerts. All you got to do is go and study ancient Rome. All you got to do is, you ain't even got to do that. Go and watch Gladiator. When the people were starving, you know what they did? They gave them games. They didn't give them policy. They didn't work with the Senate. They didn't do the things that would help the people. They gave them gladiators. They gave them games. This is the equivalent of them calling you dumb to your face. They say, hey, we're going to throw a concert with Meg the Stallion, who cannot probably cite a policy to save her life. And they're going to give you rappers, and they're going to give you singers, and they're going to water wave. Now, listen, if you're going to be entertained, then be entertained. But at the same time, give me something of substance. Give me something of substance. This is how they disrespect black people, white people, everybody in America. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? When they can't give you anything, they give you distractions. This is what this is. This is a distract. This is not some way for her to go and galvanize the voter base to educate you on how you can have a better life and how you can fix your family and how you won't suffer from inflation and to address the issues of migrants inside of your country. This is them giving you games. They playing in your face. They playing in your face. Not one day, not one time since we've ever seen her publicly actually discuss what she would do as president of the United States of America outside of saying that she just wants to make sure that you guys can get free abortion. Seriously? Seriously? At least Amber Rose came up there and gave you an actual story when she was at the Republican National Convention about how it is that she's then changed her mind and she opened up her eyes to the fact that she was ignorant to the idea that she really didn't have liberal values. She had more conservative views of how it is that she would be helped as a constituent, as a resident, as a American, and why she didn't switch from the Democratic to the Republican Party. And it was a coherent conversation. Don't nobody need twerking. But that's not all. I'm going to take my time today if that's okay with you guys. If that's okay with the general public, I'm going to take my time today. And so I may be here a little bit longer than 2 hours that I usually do. I'm going to take my time today. That's not all. Then they didn't just give you that. She didn't just twerk for you for a long time. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. How do you feel knowing that you can't pay your rent, but they parading around to you somebody in order to try to convince you to vote for them? That they don't speak to your real issues. How do you feel about that? They didn't just give us her. You know who else they gave us? Hold on, let me see if I can get to it. When y'all see me in this video, I said this is insane. They didn't just give us her. They gave us Quavo. They gave us 1/3 of the Migos, y'all. Look. Quavo.
If y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. Born and raised in the north side of Atlanta, home of the Migos. This city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, you know, nurturing me and teaching me how to be the man I am standing before you. So, I mean, one of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue. And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
Oh, God. Lord, have mercy. Jesus Christ. Somebody, give me a, oh, jeez. I'm broken. I'm broken. I don't know what to do. Oh, black people, white people, liberals. Somebody, wake the hell up. Wake up. Come out of your slumber. Didn't they not give this to you in voter dad? Didn't they tell you to zoom? Didn't they give you the soldier boy? Didn't Diddy say take that? Wasn't Diddy Harlem shaking and giving you all of this shit? We not used to this. We not used to the Harlem Shakers get up there and tell us to vote or die. Watch me. We not used to this. I seen the same play. The same play in the early 2000s. I seen it. Now we got a man that literally is dressed like Prince. This dude got a see-through shirt on. He got a see-through shirt on with choker necklaces on, telling you that she stand on business. Chris Brown dropped a diss record on him 1 month and a half ago. A month and a half ago, Chris Brown just dropped a diss record on him. And then he came through with a see-through blouse on. See-through blouses on in order to advocate for Kamala Harris to try to convince y'all to vote for her. Y'all going for this, black people? Black people, are y'all going for the court gestures that then sit here and tell you how it is that you're supposed to vote, but they gave you no reason to actually stand on business? Seriously, this is the play. Blouses. We can't be this finesse. We cannot be this stupid. No way in the world are y'all falling for this for the okie doke. Not for the 30th time. The first 29 times, okay, so we was bamboozled. We wanted a black president just for diversity, equity, and inclusion and identity purposes. The old folks that was 70 and 80 years old, they said, I thought I'd never see a black president in my lifetime. Okay, we went for it. For the first time. We even gave him a second chance. He didn't do nothing for y'all. He advocated for the alphabet community. And now you got a man that's standing up there with a blouse on telling you how it is that you're supposed to vote. Tell me how this makes sense. No policy, no nothing. Seriously.
From inviting me, what's up, mama? From inviting me to the White House last year to discuss these solutions to passing the biggest gun safety laws to date.
What are they?
So it's only right in the birthplace of the culture. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president.
She don't even claim you. Dog. I hate the culture. Y'all keep asking me, Anton, why do you say that the culture is trash? This is why. You said we doing it for the culture. This is why. He said he doing it for the culture. And every person that's in the back of that, they should be ashamed of themselves. Every person that's in the back. Look, we see AKAs out there. We see they pink and green. They needed representation. We see the white men, representation. Sassy people, representation. Black man, they got the black man over there, representation. So disrespectful. They playing in your face. And you just going right on down the line saying that you're not black if you don't vote for Kamala Harris. I guess Joe Biden got away with it, so why not her? Joe Biden got away with it, and why not her? Let me read.